Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm your commentator, Miklos Gal. No, wait, I'm not Miklos Gal, sorry. Unfortunately, Miklos couldn't be here today because of food poisoning. So it appears I'll be commentating again. And this time I'm not joined by Rahul Patel. I'm your commentator, Robert Ionescu, of course. You know me pretty well, I'm sure. And I'm also racing in this category. And today I'm joined by...
One and only the god himself, your favorite host of the OC, Mr. Yuri Matt.
Yep, that's right. Yuri himself has joined us for commentary today, so this should be one hell of a race. What do you think about the track here at Misano?
Did you just say me commentating makes the race any different? It doesn't. They're the same drivers. Everybody will just crash.
Yes, it's really nice to hear you in the commentary box for once, and looks like people are excited.
Of course they are. It's me.
Anyway, we've arrived here at the Circuito Misano Adriatico Marco Simoncelli here in Emilia-Romagna, Italy, and we're ready for the race. So let's take a look at the grid then, shall we? It's pole position for Harley Shahin, with Julius Anderson second in the Mercedes AMG. Roman Quag is third in the Rosberg car, Victor Bobo fourth in Remus. We do four at a time, Yuri.
Alessandro Tomaselli is P5 with Robert Ionescu, our other commentator, driving at the same time in P6. Then we have a former F1 driver, Roberto Gamba, in P7, one from the Mafia family. Then Daniel Fraser in P8, Wilder, the popular champion in P9, of course not champion here, but champion from the top class. And in P10, Rifki Fakhrisain, who is trying to win.
Right.
We know for sure he is trying to win every single tier in the OC. He is trying to do DTM.
Anyway, Michael Mocho is up next. He's starting 11th, just in front of his teammate Krzysztof Baranek, who leads the championship. Five-time OC champion Florian Valker is in 13th, unlucky for some, in the Petronas Mercedes, in front of Adam Wolf. David Greenwood is in 15th.
And Max Nordberg in P16.
After a 10-place grid penalty.
Yeah, he has the grid penalty. I didn't watch qualifying, but yeah.
Yeah, his penalty is from the previous race, not from qualifying, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't expect Flo to give penalties from qualifying. Anyway, in P17, Juanmin and Goyen, I probably botched that name. P18, Bardos Kloss. P19, Johann Petursson. P20 is Aggi Brasson with Oli Gleesburg, another driver from the top class. And in last is Will Parrish.
Yeah, that's right. And am I echoing still? Anyway, that's the grid, and all that remains is to look at the weather. Alright, good, because I did a little tweak on the mic while Yuri was reading the last positions. But anyway, it'll be all dry, so no threat of rain whatsoever. And without further ado, it's time to begin the Misano race, shall we?
Loading screen, loading screen.
Does
everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. OC wants to know that loading screen is the longest part of the OC.
Meanwhile, Julius out there in the chat is having some JC-style conspiracies, as a joke, of course.
Well, he does manipulate everything here, so it is correct.
Anyway, the game has finished loading. We got 54 laps in front of the drivers. With Halil Shahin on pole. He's on the right of your screens.
Look, it's cars!
Yes, and they will go fast. 1 light, 2 lights, it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And round 2 is underway. Here we go. Shahil gets a decent start. Can Anderson get him on the run towards turn 1? Looks like he's got a better getaway. Yeah, he's having the inside and he's taking the place easily there.
It was a mega start from the tactician.
Yes, indeed. But he's running with the German flag here. And for
Wait,
record,
what?
for those of you who don't know, have you been living under a rock? But for those of you who don't know, tactician is just a term Yuri uses to describe any Swedish person as there's a crash. Glazebrook has been taken out.
Watch out for debris.
That happens often to him, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, over Glazebrook is our first retirement. It didn't even last 1 sector, I'm afraid, as Daniel Fraser is making a move on Florian Valker, I think that was. He made the pass nicely, or was it Will Neller? No, it was Neller. It was Neller, my mistake. Anyway, let's see the mistake that took Oliver Glazebrook out. It wasn't his mistake. Prasan just went to the back of him. No, not Prasan, I'm sorry. Barish.
It's a BMW driving like a BMW usually does in the traffic.
Yeah, I could say that again. And Glazebrook is out of this race prematurely. I'm sure he won't be happy about today's result. As let's take a look at Florian Valker. Was his start all right?
Yeah, this is just he's just the host playing bias with replaying himself.
Yeah, Falkerzane had a lot of wheel spin at the start, and that allowed Valker to waltz past quite easily. Now Fraser fighting with Neller. He's got his nose in front. Anderson's already pulled up a little bit of a gap to Shaheen as Bobo is pressuring the Turk. There's Quag though, trying to get in this fight as well.
That's
trying to have another back
to
at
try a move.
Right at Fraser. Yeah, Corvone is flat out, so it's not the best place for passing. As now with one corner to go, Misano, Julius Anderson has completed the first lap, 53 to go, and he's built quite a solid lead, has the German. So impressive first lap, fastest lap of course early on, 1.4 lead from Hayo Shahin.
Good pace from the tactician running the German flag.
Yes. So as Neller is right on the back of Daniel Fraser. Yellow flags are still out there in Sector 1, of course, from the Glazebrook's incident. Now let's see if Anderson can increase his lead any further, or if Shaheen can manage to find a response. Well, Shaheen has gained a tiny little bit, just 1/100th of a second. Yeah. Mocho is down in 11th, so he is where he started. Valker all the way down in 15th, unlucky for the Indonesian. Quag is piling on the pressure on Victor Bobo.
Yeah, Roman Guak looks fast. Really fast. He's trying for the move now. And
can he pass him into Curvone? And yes, he can.
Close.
No, he can't.
No, it's not possible. He didn't have the balls.
Nope. And that helps Tomaselli and Ionescu get a little bit closer to him. Yeah, you can see the Italian run quite close to the back of the Audi. Now last corner, Quag gets a decent run, but not enough slipstream to be able to launch an attack on the Brit. So Boba will stay in third for a little longer. Valker's in heavy pressure, here comes Nordberg.
He's struggling.
Yeah, but Falker's didn't give him the space, and there was no way Nordberg could pull that move off, so he backed out, rightfully so. Meanwhile, Bob appears to be forming a little bit of a train. Take a look at his fuel load of 28 laps. So he might be running a little bit of a more interesting strategy than his rivals around him.
From the top 10, Florian Valker made the best start. Yeah, maybe he's using the experience he had from F1, or maybe it's something else.
In the meantime, he might be on the 2-stop. So we'll just have to keep an eye out. Shaheen is fueled quite a bit heavier, 5 laps more than him. So strategy is, the strategic fight will be interesting. As here we go, Neller having another look at Daniel Fraser, but he can't follow through there. He's staying close enough, but not enough for a pass. As both these guys are actually catching the little train in front of them. Anderson sets another fastest lap, so the German is flying quite so. Interesting tactics from the tactician. Now here goes Neller in towards turn 1. Could he get the move done on Fraser? No. He defends quite nicely, and Neller didn't even think of attacking.
Has this track been used before for DTM?
Yeah, that season. We had the Prey entertaining race.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh yeah, 2017, not 2018, my bad. Yeah, both of them then. Yeah. Yuri, I'm offended. You haven't tried to mispronounce any of the corner names. As Norberg is still stuck behind Valker and he can't get the move done just yet. Into Curva Quercia. Parrish now says the fastest lap, the American. Language we got back in the pack at the moment. But
Going into the country.
I'm pretty sure Parrish came in the pits earlier, which would explain his fastest lap. He has fresh tires now. Look at him on the minimap. He's so far down the rest of the field.
Which are we now into Curva Misano?
Yes, that would be right about now as Fraser.
Okay, so it's now renamed as Curva Yuri.
Yes, you heard the man. As the winner was unable to get through into Variante del Parco. Here goes Petursson stuck behind Nguyen, and he's still stuck there. He can't find a way through.
Variante del car park. And I'm going to stop now because
Because that's cringe.
it's when you try to force the names, it doesn't work.
Yeah, anyway, we're looking at Florian Valker, his right-hand teammate Will Neller. The two OC champions fighting with Daniel Fraser. They're unable to make any headway on him. Fraser's defending quite nicely. Mocho. Now Jaime Nguyen is keeping Petursson behind.
I think he went a little bit wide.
Yeah, I think so. Can we take a look at that again? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, he lost some time here. But also in the next corner on the run towards Tramonto.
Of course it's fucking Yuri. I responded to the chat.
Oh, alright.
But to be honest, usually I do the fucking.
This might be a little NSFW. Anyway, I got a move from Agi Prasa and he's unable to pass Bartok close though.
Sorry for demonetizing flow, but yeah, we keep moving. Actually,
Fraser still keeping the two Mercedes behind. The two Mercedes Petronas behind him, I should say.
I am not drunk.
Neller is getting a great run. Can he get him into Variante del Parco? No. Fraser once again defending the inside and Neller thinks better of it. Petursson still behind Nguyen. He's lost touch a tiny little bit. It's helping Real Baltors close in the meantime as well. What do you think of this race so far, Yuri? And what do you think of the track?
I'd want little bit more battles going on. Like, okay, now, as I said, Flo is overtaking Neller.
Yeah,
that's what I was meaning. Now it's
nice job there from Florian Valker.
we need some fighting and Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, and what do you think about the track itself, Yuri?
Looks pretty flowing.
You heard the man. That's a pretty brief but typical Finnish opinion. So yeah. Anyway, we're looking at Nordberg now, trying once again to get Valker into Curvone. He's gonna have to try again later. Nordberg definitely on the one stop. Look at his fuel load. He's got 24 laps in his wagon. So I expect he'll be paying around lap 28 or 29. Or maybe a little earlier. We'll just have to wait and see. Valker's got a whole lot less fuel than him. But even so, he can't outpace him. Here goes the Austrian in towards turn 1. Valker closes the door.
I need to dismiss the rumors in the chat. I am not drunk. I am having fun with the commentary like you're supposed to do.
Yes, that's true. Anyway, we're looking at Valker still. He's managed to pull just a tiny little bit away from Nordberg, as Nguyen is under heavy pressure now from Petursson. Could he get him into the inside of Curva Quercia? No, Nguyen shuts the door.
Defends, but now the Audi is getting the move done.
And here goes
Klaus. Oh, there we go.
He has got him, and Prasen in the second Audi could get him as well.
Klaus was being an opportunistic there to fight for the last positions on the track. And now Valker is going for the move.
On Fraser, but Fraser holds him off for now. To Curvone, it's almost impossible to pass, very tricky. High speed corner, so you can't exactly find the extra grip of your opponent. The fastest corner on this track, of course.
If we see somebody overtaking on that corner, I will give them a prize.
What prize?
That will be a secret.
Alright, well here goes Valker down the inside, he's having to back out there.
The guy cannot overtake. He's too used to just leading the race, so he cannot overtake anymore.
Hey, if you start overtaking everyone left, right, and center, people would call conspiracy. Am I right?
Well, it isn't conspiracy that he's there in the first place.
Anyway, Valker continues to keep Nordberg behind as Valker's having another crack at Fraser. Into Quercia, he's got him.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Good effort there. Now Bartosz close down in 18th. Watching as these guys continue to fight Nordberg. Still unable to find any way past Valker. Could he make it on the run towards Curvone? I doubt it. We'll see.
Yes, Neller is a great driver at 50 years old. That is true.
50? I thought he was 70 by this point. Anyway.
No. That's the Ferrari test driver from main class.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Anyway, we're looking at Mocho, trying to attack his fellow compatriot Will Neller. Could he have him in towards turn 1? Looks like he will try it. He's diving down the inside, Marco Mocho. Jinx has to back out of it. Didn't have a way past. Now then, Petursson trying to get back past Bartosz Klose. And his run's a little bit compromised into there. Do I still have echo, by the way, guys, or...?
You're echoing a little bit.
Okay, I'll try to fix it real quick. Right, tell me if it's better now.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okie dokie then, as Nordberg unable to pass Rivki Fakhrizane. So the Indonesian appears to be struggling for grip a little bit. His exit was a little bit scruffy. He's got some more fighting going on in front of these guys. Anderson continues to lead by 1.8 from Shaheen. So Shaheen has some decent pace on his heavier fuel load, I might add. Nordberg still can't find a way past Rivki Fakhrizane in the meantime.
He goes wide.
He's very wide! Just as I said that, now he's finding a way past.
He is trying to win every tier, but he's not going to do it like this. This is the textbook of what not to do.
Yeah, Fakhrizane felt the pressure there, sniff of oversteer, of understeer I should say, and that was the end of his position.
That's dirty, Danners. That's really dirty.
You're dirty. Anyway, Anderson...
I am, but I'm not doing what he is suspecting of me doing. This isn't the content I do that for.
Neller, still defending from Mocho, is unable to close onto Daniel Fraser. Just have to keep an eye out on this fight, which David Greenwood appears to have joined, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Commentating
Mocho.
gone horribly wrong with the live chat.
Goodness me, tell me what's going on, because I checked but I couldn't find it, so I didn't check hard enough. Anyway.
Our channel will get blocked.
Damn.
Anyway, here's Michael Mocho, the two-time XF1 driver, who is trying to get back.
Wait, no, three-time.
He,
Three-time XF1 driver.
I'm pretty sure it's two-time.
No, he drove in Hockenheim 2012 as a replacement.
Oh yeah, but I don't count one-offs, like just carriers. Of course, then there was...
is the first lap in the Petronas Mercedes, as the other Petronas Mercedes is under heavy pressure from the Silberpfeil of Mocho into turn 1. Yet again goes deep and can't find a way through on his compatriot. And this has helped Greenwood in the Phoenix Audi get closer.
Now, as we are in a DTM race commentary, I would like to know or think about when are the future new manufacturers coming into this series, because that should make it interesting. We have heard rumors.
Well, yeah, but we're just gonna have to wait until these rumors actually manifest into something concrete. Let's look at Mocho again. Can he get past Neller? Could he force an error like what happened to Rivki Fakhrizane? No,
Neller's too experienced for that.
Yeah, exactly. Neller's experience keeps him in front, keeps his nose clean, and
He's
keeps
seen
wits
lots
about
of
it.
action in his life.
Yeah.
And I
Now
mean
then,
racing action.
Out last corner, Mocho. Oh, that you meant that, Yuri. Mocho is getting a great run with the slipstream. He's gonna dive down the inside. Neller shuts the door. And it's an effective tactic. It's managed to keep Mocho behind for quite a while. Anderson continues to lead. The gap is 1.8, same as it was last time. So but you have to take into account the fuel difference between those two, because Anderson is fuel lighter. And that's obviously great news for Khalil Shahin. Now Valker, down the inside of Roberto Gamba, he's got him. Into Curva Quercia. Nice overtake there for the 5-time OC champion, as Mocho is finally past Neller in the same corner.
Got it.
He went down the inside and he got him now.
And he has a close one.
Here. With Petursson, he's got him. Nice pass there, the Indonesian.
Looks like Neller is struggling as well. He does have a little bit more fuel, but to be honest, the fuel loads in DTM are not that significant because it's like, as I said, there are people who are very light, but they're at the back, so maybe I'm still correct.
I mean, Anderson is pretty light as well, I might add.
Yeah.
Still,
I'm not, because I haven't followed enough of this. How are the strategies in general?
Some drivers usually go for a 1-stop, some go for a 2-stop.
Okay.
That's pretty much the norm. And sometimes one of those is better, other times, yeah. Yeah. Well, this one is a 2-stop. Shouldn't be an issue when saying that. Now then, Shahin has pulled away from the chasing pack a little bit. He's got 1.7 second cushion on Victor Bobo, who's also managed to fend off Roman Quag and tiny little gap to him. Meanwhile, it appears Valker is chasing Ionescu. He's catching him at a quick rate of knots, 1.3 seconds down. I wonder what those two guys would think if they were here in the commentary box right now. Anyway, here goes Bartosz Klos, trying to get past Hwangmin Nguyen, and no chance into Curvone.
Yeah, they cannot overtake into the curva.
Curva. Yeah. Still, it's looking like an interesting race so far. Now then, Greenwood is pressuring Will Neller. He's gonna defend the inside. Will Greenwood send it? No. Had to back out there. Goes a little bit deep.
Quite a lot of defending from Neller. He looks like to be struggling with the tires.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, his heavy fuel load will harm things a little bit too, I should say. In the meantime, Valker has gained even more on Ionescu, so he should be striking distance with a lap or so. Now then, Bartosz Klos having another crack at Hwangmin Nguyen, can get past him into Quercia. And this time, no! Nguyen holds it around the outside, has just about enough grip, and keeps Klos behind. Now then, Prasan will try and move, but it's impossible into here. Could benefit Petursson, but he doesn't think of attacking. Not here, anyway. Now then, in towards Curvone. Can Petursson do anything?
They are fighting for the golden pineapple.
Hey, you never know, it could mean something at the end of it. If
Is that I'm saying outside of Finland, actually? The golden pineapple.
I never heard of it, sorry. I think the Western equivalent would be the wooden spoon or something.
Yeah, it's basically the golden pineapple is the second to last.
Yeah. Klos continues to stay in front. Well, let's see how long it will take for him to catch back up to Hwangmin Nguyen. As Julius Anderson has increased his lead to Khalil Shahin, is now up to 2.5 seconds, so the tactician German has upped the pace a little bit. Let's see if he can keep this form going. We expect him to pit in around about 8 laps time or so he'll probably go on the 2-stop strategy. Shahin has increased his advantage to Boba a tiny little bit, now it's virtually the same between Boba and Quag. Ionescu being handed down by Valker. The German is under half a second down on the Romanian. As Franco Gamba behind is there. Roberto Gamba, I'm sorry, not Franco Gamba. Forget I said Franco, it's just use of habit. Anyway, David Greenwood. Did he get past Neller in towards Curvone? No. I would have said something along the lines, call me Nigel Mansell and take me out the bakery if he did get past, but he didn't. And can you still hear me, Yere? Yes, yeah, I think you can still hear me, guys. So anyway, here we are with Greenwood, and next up will be another overtaking opportunity towards turn 1. Neller has closed the door many
He
times.
goes for it.
Again. Neller unable to be overtaken there.
The chat has been corrupted by my presence.
Is that because you're evil?
Probably also that, but yeah.
Nice. Anyway,
He's mispronouncing my name because it's difficult to pronounce.
Who is mispronouncing it? Me?
Well, everybody in general, including you. But it's fine for me, as we watch Valker in the blue Mercedes.
Yes, chasing down myself in the purple BMW. Mocho is trying to gain on Daniel Frisch, but it's not making the best of headway. Now they're in towards Curvone. Greenwood once again staying tucked in behind Will Neller. Of these guys, of course, raced in the top class. One of them has quite a lot more success than the other. Now then, Ionescu under pressure from Valker. Valker unable to attack there in towards turn 1, but can we say the same for David Greenwood? He's got a great run. Neller shots the inside.
Neller keeps on shutting the corner down, so they cannot. As we go into an interesting camera angle. Flow,
yeah,
please.
Nordbeck is trying to hunt down Adam Wolf and get him for 14th place. Now
And
then,
Florian Valker goes for a move.
Going for the outside. He is going for the outside, and he can't pass Ionescu
He's
into
fighting his former top-class rival, Roberto Ionescu, or, well, not rival, it was actually Will Neller who fought him for the championship with the Lotus.
Hey,
So,
I fought him for a couple race wins here and there, so... Right, Flo? Yes, also China 2013. Anyway, Ionescu is defending into Curvone, no chance for Valker to get past here, but the German is clearly faster at the moment. Now then, Bartosz Klos, he's got back up to Herman Nguyen, but he can't get through here. The pole will have to try a little bit harder on around the rest of the track. Now then, towards turn 1 goes Florian Valker, Ionescu closes the door and keeps
turn 1
the
is
5-time
not
OC
a good
champion
place
behind.
to do the move. Looks
Yeah,
like.
the 4-time OC winner keeps the 5-time OC champion behind. Now Bartosz Klos in towards turn 1. He's going for the outside, and predictably that didn't work.
He tried to be too smart for himself.
Yeah, these cars are a little wide, so you need to commit for your, to your line.
Just bump them off and go for it.
Hey, this isn't NASCAR, you know.
It's close enough.
Okay, fair enough then. Now Klos, unable to attack, Agi Prasson is actually getting a little bit closer to him. Bobo has a nice cushion as he
favorite
stays in the
rapper.
plate. Can I say that again?
You said Ibobo. He's my favorite rapper. I'm a big fan of his.
Alright. That's good to know. Victor, if you're in the chat, I hope you enjoyed that compliment from Yeri. Anyway, we're looking at Valker, still trying to pressure Ionescu and to take 6th place away from the Romanian. We've had a little bit of a
fight.
weird exit from the last corner. Valker going for the inside. Will Ionescu shut the door on him? No, Valker's got him.
Ionescu just left it wide open and Flo just went for the inside.
Maybe someone on the team radio told him that his fight is not with Valkers and he shouldn't fight him too hard, not to compromise his race, but who knows? We know what goes on in team radio. As Nordberg is trying to attack Wolf into turn 1, they almost touch, but Wolf stays in front without collision. And going down in 17th still. but he's keeping Bartosz close behind him. So yeah. Now Max Nordberg. He's very close to the back
Not
of
close
Hamilton.
enough.
He's not sending it, and he thinks better of it, being the wise man here today. He's still very close to the back of the Brit, but it's not gonna be close enough to matter, because overtaking into Curvone is nigh impossible.
It looks like the slipstream from the DTM cars isn't that strong, at least here. But it's interesting to see. You need to work for the overtakes, which is fine.
Also, to point out, this track is somewhat narrow, so that's another factor.
That's true, but as we saw from few drivers, the overtaking is definitely possible.
Well, yeah, there are some clear spots. Also, those will be turn 1 and also Curva Quercia.
At the moment, the tactician is not using the normal Swedish tactic. Instead, he's being actually fast and running away with the race.
What would the normal Swedish tactic be, by the way?
Be so slow that you'll win the race by others being too fast.
So, like Abu Dhabi 2016?
Kind of, but when you're slow enough, you can take everybody else out.
Interesting thinking. Anyway, Shaheen continues to have a 1.3 second cushion to victory Bobo. He's actually increased it by about 200ths of a second. But he still needs to be on his toes, because this will be a fight probably going on to the finish, and a strategy battle as well, might I add. Yeah. Shaheen completes his lap, and how far is Bobo behind? 1.4. Shaheen's getting a further 300ths of a second from the British driver.
Yeah, Bobo is a little bit slower than Shaheen at the moment, but P3, I think he will take that. He's been pretty good in DTM after his bad run in the OC in 09, which...
Yeah, here goes again. That's one close to the inside. Closes the door on the inside, I should have said.
I think Victory Bobo, speaking of him again, I think he's gotten over from Silverstone 09. I think he's over the incidents he did there, and he can fight in DTM for years to come.
Well, yeah, he is a much more composed driver than he was before, as Nguyen tries to pass Valker without success in the battle of the Southeast Asian drivers. It's Yevgeny Valker currently in front. Rastan still very close to the back of Bartosz Klos, but he can't seem to be able to find a way through on the pole. Of course, Indonesia and Poland are the upside down versions of each other. But anyway, so this might be personal.
Then we have the Monaco flag.
Yeah, which is the exact same as Indonesia's anyway. And we got a pit call from Julius Anderson. He'll be the first one to make a scheduled stop at the end of this lap.
There's 9 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, but these guys tend to pit early, you know.
Oh, fix the fuel consumption.
Now close into turn 1, he can't find a way past. Parrish languishing down in last, no surprises there. He wasn't able to gain on the other drivers after that calamity he had in the first lap. Yeah, Julius Anderson has built a 3-second lead, and let's see if that lead will be whittled away when we get to the pit stops, or if he can keep managing this race well. It's highly probable that Anderson will go on the 2-stop, but let's just confirm with our own eyes. As Julius Anderson is entering the pits, and the tactician is coming in for a stop. What do you think about his first stint, Jiri?
Very fast, but now it's time to see if it was only about the low fuel, or if he actually has the pace to win the race. Considering
there's someone else pitting in the background, or in the foreground. 35 laps of fuel, are you kidding me? He's going for the 1-stop. This is very bold from Julius Anderson.
Only 1 stop. Interesting. So, based on that, I'd expect almost everybody to one stop, if not everybody.
Perhaps.
Let's see what Wolf does.
Petursson and Agi Prasan, the two Indonesians, are coming in.
Yeah, one stop.
35 for Fakruzane.
One stop.
The same.
Yeah, everybody's one stopping, I think.
And Wolf has to wait there for Fakruzane.
Oh, just go for
And
it,
Agi
you
Prasan.
idiot!
Oh man. Now then, Halil Shahin has been promoted into the lead of this race.
Would have loved to see more aggressiveness on the pit exit there.
Yeah.
And Mocho goes for a move. Not possible.
Can't pass. No. Into Corvone, it's very, very difficult. This track is designed for MotoGP bikes, not exactly for cars, so you know. Anyway, Mocho not close enough yet, but he could have a crack at him into turn 1. Let's see. He's got a great run. He's going for the inside. Fraser has held the inside line the entire time as UNESCO has come into the pits in the meantime. And how much fuel will he put? 44 laps of fuel. He's on the one stop as well. 6.1 second stop.
Meanwhile, in the chat we have some good things. They are talking about what if Ibobo never had the leg brake incident in 09, because famously that started our current Mercedes driver, our car's OC career in the top class. And it's interesting to think what would have happened if that never happened.
Well, who knows really. Shahin leads by 1.7 seconds from Ibobo. He's managed to increase his lead, but Victor Bob will continue to hunt him down not recklessly, mercilessly. Now then, Florian Valker has gone to the back of Alessandro Tomaselli. The German is having a solid race, as both of them actually will be coming in this lap right now.
It's going to be a fight of the pit crews.
Yeah, BMW versus Mercedes. Which was Mercedes versus BMW Team RRR.
Mercedes cannot take tires off from the cars, so yeah.
That's only if the drivers are Finnish.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to kick you off from the commentary now.
I'm sorry. I was just talking about Bottas, you know, since he gets terrible luck. Now then, Tomaselli, he has to wait, and Volker's got the jump on him.
That's terrible. You don't wait from the... He's going to lose so much from that. I think Ionescu is going to jump him.
Could Ionescu get the jump perhaps on Tomaselli? Looks like he's had a very decent outlap. There goes Valker, and Ionescu is just
side by side.
Tomaselli. Yeah, they almost touched there, but Robert Ionescu has got him.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Right in the pit has cost him.
This is why you don't wait. You just go.
Go. As we're looking at David Greenwood, who will be coming in this lap. Currently behind his fellow compatriot Will Neller, and will be hoping to jump him.
What's the tire rate, host? Oh, come on.
As Greenwood is in.
It's not much.
Oh, you need to add some spice into these strategies.
Old Spice. Rock. Now then, David Greenwood is coming into the pits. And where will he emerge? In goes the Brit. 32 laps of fuel. And out goes the Brit. 6.7 second stop. Not the best we've seen today, as Johann Petursson is also in.
Yeah, they are doing 5-second stops at best, so 6.5 is a little bit disappointing from the pit crew. Definitely need some more time in the gym.
I guess you could say that. Now then, we're looking at Parrish, who's already made his first stop, but that wasn't a scheduled one. He'll have to pit again, the American. And then Nguyen is right behind. So good effort there from the pit crew.
Dennis, I disagree with you.
Now then, Roberto Gamba will be coming into the pits now. With 10 laps left in his wagon, he could have gone out a little longer, but he decided not to, as we've hit the halfway point of this race, as a matter of fact.
As now we see if the Mafia has hired better pit crews for Roberto Gamba. They have the best McLaren team mechanics.
Someone else is
As
also in.
one of them put their head inside the car.
Is he gonna have to wait? No.
Well, a little bit.
Just a tiny little bit. Baruch Gloss is also in, as is Mocho. And Nordberg.
I think
5.5 seconds stop from somebody.
Yeah, that was good. I think the mechanic from Roberto Gamba, who literally put his head inside the car, needs to be fired, I think.
Yeah, Roberto Gamba was trying to catch up to Ionescu in the first stint, but now he's quite a way behind the Romanian. As Martin Nordberg emerges in 15th in front of Ricky Fakazane. Shaheen is coming in, the race leader.
It's just a moment of truth.
Yeah, how close can he get to Julius Sanderson? And can he be faster than the German in the second stint? Big questions, which demand big answers, and we're gonna get these answers very soon. Here goes Shaheen.
Here goes the Jordan mechanics.
Yeah.
And 5.8.
5.8, that's an incredibly quick effort in the pits, but
One of the best today.
Yeah.
Where is Anderson? It's going to be close.
Yeah, really tight. So these laps might have made the difference. Valker says the fastest lap in the meantime. And has Shaheen got the jump? No! Anderson just in front.
This is important for the win.
Yeah. And don't forget, Victor Bobo could get in this fight as well. As Greenwood is trying to steal on the inside of Fraser, but he can't pass him.
Answering a question from Armor, how does the tire wear work here in DTM? As Flo said, it doesn't.
Unless you're racing at Austria, which has very heavy tire wear. Trust me, I know. As we look at Nordberg, he's currently behind, who is that? Is that Parrish? No, it's not Parrish. It's Beranek. Here you go, the Austrian driver and the Czech driver.
He's going to get the move here.
He's got him. Yeah, nice and easy.
Knew it.
Roman Kwok is coming to the pits. The man was fourth in the running order. Of course, now leading the race, but he's handing it over. And he might have to wait a little bit for Victor Bobo. Bobo is out.
11.6, that's a slow stop.
Yeah. And where will Bobo emerge? He might be close to
Across
the pair of
Roman Kwok's.
Anderson and Shaheen. Yeah.
As Florian Valker has decided that now it's time to push, clearly.
Yeah, Bobo is still in front of Valker though. Valker joins in 6th in front of his former Williams teammate Ionescu. And Bobo is not that close to Anderson and Shaheen as I would have expected. Anyway, Will Neller... Yeah.
Yeah, he's going for the longest.
He's going for a very long overcut, which might explain his bad pace in the first stint. He's got 12 laps of fuel. We expect he'd box in about 2 or 3 laps time.
He really needs to be faster in the second stint, because otherwise he's going to miss out on points even.
Well, he's
there's a hit.
Together. Yeah, the two Indonesian drivers.
How these driving too close to each other, as they always do.
You could say it was a little bit of a movement under braking, but thankfully there's no damage for either of these guys. As Bartosz Kloss is eager to get past Agi Prasan in the meantime. Now look at David Greenwood fighting with Daniel Fraser. In towards Curvone. No way through. Hardly a surprise there, I might add. Now then the two Indonesians fight again. And Prasan has got him into Curvone. Incredible.
He earns the prize!
Okay, now you have to tell us what the prize is.
Oh, only he can know. He needs to contact me. He's going to get a special test in the main class in the next 5 seasons. And also he has won an virtual $3 prize. The $3 is worth 20 million in real life, but the thing is, you cannot convert it.
Now then, Bartosz Kloss trying to get past Ricky Fakazane into turn 1, pair them fight close, but Kloss stays behind him. Petursson is also able to gain a little bit on these guys. Now then, we got a fight. Anderson
Oh,
against
the
Johann for what will be the lead of the race once Neller makes this pit stop. Can Johann get him into Curvone? Curvone, no.
It's interesting that Anderson has actually dropped off after his stop, while, for example, Valker is way faster than he was before.
Well, Anderson made his stop early, so the slightly ordered tires definitely having an effect, as Will Neller has come into the pits on lap 31. Johann is going for the outside at the moment. Will he switch back for the inside of Anderson to turn 1? No, he will not. Will Neller is, had a 6.8 second stop. And where exactly will he emerge? He was fighting with Greenwood. Greenwood and Fraser last time out. And where will he be?
Looks like P10, maybe P11.
Yeah, I think the Stuka patches are going through right about now.
The camera is looking at other things.
Neller,
It's P10.
just in front of Daniel Fraser, actually. So good effort.
And there's been an overtake for the lead.
Yeah, Khalil Shaheen is taking the lead now. Incredible effort from the Turk. Let's see how he got him into Kurva Quercha.
Not good news for the tactician.
Yeah, you can
Now
say
he's
that again.
actually behaving like a tactician.
Well, he didn't try to take him out anyway. Gonna have another overtake. Daniel Fraser trying to send him on past Will Neller. He's going for the outside. And predictably, that did not work. Petursson trying a move. Or if Valker's in front, can he get him? To Kurva Kercha.
Does
Yes,
it?
he can.
Easily. Petursson has been really struggling this race. It's
Yeah,
crazy how badly he's performed today.
Anderson is still staying close to the back of Khalil Shaheen, so let's see if he can have any sort of response before the Turk pulls away from him. 0.4 seconds is the gap. And the race win might be slipping away from Julius Anderson at this rate.
Valker is really fast, like almost like he's driving different car to the others now.
Yeah, I think he could sniff the podium as Greenwood is trying to pass Daniel Fraser here unsuccessfully. Well, he had a little look. I'll give him credit for that. Anderson has already been caught up by Victor Bobo in the meantime, so the Brit pushing very hard. Or might have Anderson made a mistake? Could we take a look at the replay, perhaps? Because tell you what, Bobo has gained quite a lot on him.
No, I think he was... Yeah, it's been consistent.
And I think he might have had a slow line into Frente del Parco or something. Yeah, look how much Bobo gained in the first chicane. Oh, there was the mistake. He missed the apex completely for turn 2.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much of a mistake. He's just slower at the moment.
But yeah, Victor Bobo will be using this opportunity to try to pounce.
He could even have a bad tire set on. Like,
Perhaps.
sometimes, even when it's the same tire, sometimes the tire sets might not be equal always. But this time,
Shaheen is slowing down! What's happened to him?
he has made a mistake. Yeah, he's gone off.
Yeah, he's made the same
Dude, you
mistake.
don't go off from the lead. Come on.
And he almost spun there, was able to save it. And thankfully, it hasn't cost him the race lead. Just about might, with Julius Anderson and Victor Bobo right behind him.
Almost bottled it. But now...
And Anderson will have a great chance to get back into the lead of the race. Can he get through on him?
Oh, here
And
we
the
go.
Greenwood
It's spicy now.
Yeah, and this could help Quag and Valker get to the fight as well. Maybe even Ionescu and Tomaselli. Still, that little error from Shaheen, and by little I should say a big error, has definitely shaken up things. As Greenwood is still stuck behind Daniel Fraser. Anderson is defending from above. I don't think the Brit will go for it here.
Oh, he
Actually
will.
going for it, but
Cannot do
no
it.
success. No, and Florian Valker is getting a little bit closer to the back of him.
I think Flo is actually fast enough for the win if he can get past quickly enough.
Yeah,
That
that's
will-
definitely
I-
a possibility.
I think
As now
the host
Greenwood
will-
getting inside of Fraser, he's got him finally.
Bobo tries for a move, doesn't do it.
No chance into Curvone.
Now for Sahin, the best thing is to just pull away easily and not push enough or to not go off. Like, that's the worst thing you can do is to
Yeah, it's a
try to
delicate balance.
overdrive.
Now then, will Bobo go for the inside? No, he's staying on the outside. Anderson keeps the position very easily. And this traffic can help out the cars behind a little bit. Especially Florian Valker, who is right there in the fight. Well, Neris has the fastest lap meanwhile.
It's a surprise because he was really slow in his first stint.
Yeah, but it seems he's rectifying that now. Now then, Bartosz close on Agri Prasa and he can't get through. But the Bobo could get through on Julius Anderson. He's got him! Up into second he goes! And Volker could take advantage as well. No, he can't. Can't pass his compatriot there. And let's see if the Bobo can hand down Khalil Shahin. Or if the Turk has enough in the bag to hold on for the win.
He did get a little bit of a gap. Not
Yeah,
1.9.
It's the same gap he had to Bobo for the pit stop phase, I should say. And Anderson is definitely struggling for grip. Volker and Quag are all over the back of him.
He's absolutely fuming on the team radio now. He thinks there's an issue with the car.
Yeah, agreed. And Volker could knock him out of the podium places in around about 1 corner time. Let's see, what will the German do? He's going for the inside, but Anderson able to cover him off.
Yeah, sure, but there's no tire wear.
Ibaba's gone wide! Ibaba's gone wide and he rejoins him right behind Anderson, and he blocked Volker there. Into turn 2, a big lockup from Victor Bobo. Catches some understeer as well. Ends up onto
As we
the
were
grass.
saying how he has improved. He does his to us.
Well, he didn't crash.
Still went off and lost positions.
Yeah, it's a costly mistake for Victor Bobo. He's gonna have to do all that hard work to get past Julius Anderson yet again.
Hashtag fire in the chat.
Volker is trying something here. No chance for him though. Now then, Nguyen stuck behind Rifki Fakruzane. It's a battle of Southeast Asians, and which one will prevail? Looks like Fakruzane for now. Of course, that little error has increased Sahin's lead up to over 3 seconds. So you win some, you lose some. In this case, and this time is definitely a case of you win some. Will Parrish with the fastest lap in the meantime, the American. I assume he's made his second lap out.
Flo, you said there was no tire wear. What the hell is this?
It's not huge. That's a big deal.
Looks like it's pretty fucking huge.
Maybe he was lying to you. Haha, he was manipulating you, per se.
Of course,
Anyway,
like
We're
evil.
looking at Valker. It was still stuck behind Julius Anderson. But I don't think... no, he's stuck behind Victor Bobo, forgive me. Not Julius Anderson. Trying to attack there. The Brit keeps him behind easily peasily. As Quag and Ionescu are also getting closer. Quag especially close. Yeah,
Quag,
Roman
one
Quag
of the-
is quite well.
Yeah, Roman Quag, who was one of the most popular drivers in the OC, and I think everybody would welcome him back into the top class.
Yeah, I wonder if the same could be said for me, although probably not, but still. Anyway, all guys who lost their top class seats, I'm sure they're very eager to get them back and perform as best as they can here in DTM.
I don't think Will Neller wants to get back.
Yeah, all the ones who lost it, because Neller gave it up, so did Valker.
Yeah, I misheard you a little bit.
Now then, Nguyen can he get past Fakruzane into Kurva Kercha? Yes, he can. And the battle of the Southeast Asians goes to Hang Ming Nguyen.
Disappointing performance from Fakruzane.
Yeah, I could
Have to say.
that. Meanwhile, Nordberg has gone to the back of Daniel Fraser, and the Brit is keeping him behind. Fraser's been quite a pain to pass so far this race, but let's see if it will remain the case for Nordberg. Out of the last corner. Very close to the back of the Brit. Goes the Austrian. Will he go left or right? He's going for the outside. And what did you think? He doesn't get through.
Yeah, you cannot get through from the outside unless the driver in front makes a mistake or is just way slower.
Well, yeah, that's true.
As Florian Valker is now finally starting to show some pressure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Will Neller is pressuring Michael Mocho. In the meantime, it's a fight between two Brits.
Yeah, those two really like each other.
Now then in towards Kurvone. Could Valker get the move on Bobo? He's not even trying. Which is the wiser move actually. It allows him to keep close. And have a go at him later. But Will Neller is definitely going for the pass on Mocho. Can he pull it off? To Kurvone, no. Can the same be said for Nordberg? Well, yes. Yeah, Mocho continues to keep his compatriot behind. And let's see how much longer he can keep him behind.
It's the two British bias against each other.
Neller switching to the inside and backing out of it. Mocho keeps the position. Now Nordberg can get past Daniel Fraser. The answer is no. Petursson is trying though to get past Agi Prasan. Prasan manages to cover him off.
Yeah, turn one is really not the best overtaking spot. I think only Florian has managed to make a move
No, there
there.
are some other people, but it's up to you.
Oh, well,
to judge if you want
10
to
is
dive
nobody
into it.
important if I don't remember it.
Ouch. Nordberg is still stuck behind Fraser. Ibobo has actually pulled away a tiny little bit from Valker, so he's found some basically in the Brit.
Valker must have tried a move that has failed.
Yeah, probably into Quercia. Turn 7, of course, that is on track. And let's take a look at it actually. Was that it? Or no, probably not.
No, he did lose some time from the lines.
Yeah, so just some slow lines for Florian Valker, which have posed a little setback. Now then, Nordberg into Kurvone can get through. Well, is that a surprise? Really, only Agi Prasan can get through in there. Speaking of Agi Prasan, he's holding off Johann Petursson successfully. Now then, Neller against Mocho. Mocho against Neller. Who's gonna
He
prevail?
might go for it. No, Mocho manages to defend.
There. Mocho stays in front, and I think both of them are catching Roberto Gamba in front of them for P8. Now then, Petursson having another crack at Prasan, but that's all he gets. He doesn't get the position as well. Do I still have an echo right away or not?
Not really.
Alright. Looking at Ionescu is being caught a little bit by Tomaselli. Ionescu can't actually keep up with the cars in front of him, so that's not so good news for the Romanian. Maybe his tires are wearing down a little. Now then, Anderson has been caught up again by Bobo. How long will it take the British Nigerian driver to get past him? Anderson, a little tentative there. Into Curva del Carro. And now into Curva Misano. Anderson keeping him behind, but Bobo will surely go for the attack towards turn 1. He's getting the slipstream. I don't think he's getting enough of it. No. So no shocks there, I should say. Now then,
Surprised that Neller hasn't got past yet.
Switches to the inside. Well, yeah.
Really thought the move would have been easier.
Yeah, overtaking was easier here last season, as a matter of fact. Now then, Anderson has had a bad exit. This could help.
Oh, here we go.
Quercia, can he get through on him?
Oh, the madman goes for it.
And nicely done. Victor Bobo back up into second, though he's quite some way down on Hal Shahin. Neller staying behind Mocho. So he's just sizing up his opponent, analyzing his moves and everything. Trying to think of the perfect attack approach. I'd say that's a pretty valid tactic. As now Neller in towards Kurvone, could he get Mocho here? And
He's
actually, yes!
super close.
Yeah, he's got him!
He's done
Neller
it!
is up in the 9th place.
He gets the prize as well. Congratulations.
I don't think he will want to test the OC though.
Yeah, but the virtual money that you cannot change, as we are having
Well, that
come
money
on,
is worth it.
that camera angle is,
Cringe.
you're trying too much.
Yeah. Anyway, Neller is up at the 9th, and he should have some strong pace. Let's see if he can hunt down Roberto Gamba.
It becomes right there.
Yeah, look shit.
Nordberg still stuck behind
No
the
hard
air features.
feelings.
He allowed Krzysztof Beranek and Bartosz Klos to close up. Here go the two West Slavic drivers fighting each other. And the Czechman keeps the pole behind. Anderson's actually catching up again a little bit with Bobo. He's 9 tenths down on him. Volker is much closer, as is Roman Quag, as a matter of fact. Quag is just 3 tenths down on Volker, so he might be able to try for a move.
Can we see a French Revolution here?
Maybe some Napoleon-style tactics. Yeah, Quag and Volker in towards Kurvone are fighting. As Neller proved, it's definitely possible to pass, but that's not the case here. At this time. I think Volker might have burned up his tires a little bit too fast. The massive influx of pace he had early in this race might just worn off. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe, or maybe he stopped pushing as he saw that he cannot get past, and now. Or maybe Roma was actually just saving up, and now he's decided to go full power.
Yeah, Volker covered him off, no problem there.
We know a driver in another tier who has lots of different engine modes, and I think maybe Quag has borrowed something from the certain person.
Who would that driver be here? Enlighten me.
It's our favorite, of course. I'm referring to Michael Clark with his hyper super power modes.
Oh yes, that's right. Good one. Yeah. Quag hasn't been able to get super close again to Florian Volker, but he's still keeping distance with the German. And I think Ionescu and Tomaselli will be able to gain on this fight in a little bit. Looking on the minimap, these two are a little bit closer than they were before, to the back of Roman Quag. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Anderson should be the slowest out of this train, so he could be an impediment for Volker and Quag and the others a bit longer. But the fight for the podium is definitely not over. I think we can all agree that's certainty. Right, guys?
Yeah, but when you say that, it means that now everybody's going to separate.
Maybe.
It's the rule of jinxing. It always happens.
Anyway, looks like this is a personal best lap for Aki Prasan. He's in 16th, pretty much running his own race. He doesn't get a personal best, as a matter of fact.
As we know, the biggest jinx in the OC history, which happens the most often, is the test race was fine.
Yeah. Quag trying his hardest to close on the back of Volker, but not enough to facilitate an overtake. So it seems Roman Quag will have to wait a little longer. Volker might have overheated his tires or something. He's not finding that pace again. And Quag is trying to go through into Kurvone. Can't get past him. No, he cannot. And this will slow him down a tad. Anderson has taken care of his tires. Well, he had to because he was on the longest stint of everyone. And so far, he's kept him on the podium. Let's see if he can keep it going all the way to the end.
I think he would have wanted to win the race. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with only P3.
Yeah.
And even more if he gets overtaken.
All that matters is for him to salvage as much as he can. Let's take a look at this. Ionescu is catching onto the back of Roman Quag. Volker's in 9 positions. That's insane.
The biggest riser of this race, also the biggest manipulator of this race as well.
Are you sure you're Yurimata or are you JC?
I'm everyone. I'm the world.
Then you are Groot.
I am everywhere and I cannot be stopped.
If you're everyone, then that means you're also the mechanic who screwed up Bottas's pit stop. So shame on you, Yuri. Shame on you.
Well, let's do it like this. I'm everybody who I want to be.
Okay, that's much more fair. As we're looking at Bartosz close, trying to pass his neighbor from the Czech Republic, Kistabelnek, into Kurvone, not close enough to attempt it. Shaheen continues to lead nice and comfortably with 10 laps to go. He's got a 5-second lead over Victor Bobo. Now then, here goes Klaus. He's very close to back of Belanek, switching to the inside, braking very early though, and he's having to stay back. Last year, drivers were going much more aggressively into turn 1. There were many collisions there as well, but this time around, they were pretty mild, I'd say. What do you think?
I think that even though I haven't edited the physics yet, I know Flow has done something to it, and it's working much better because of course in GP4 we don't want the races to be just chaos where everybody is crashing at a certain corner. We want to have good racing, wheel to wheel, without
Very
the
well
cars
said,
crashing.
Yeah, very well said. And Valker, meanwhile, Valker tried a little move on Anderson into Kurvone, but he wasn't able to get through, and he's lost some ground as a result, which is reeling Roman Kwok back into contention for the position. This is also helping Tomaselli and Ionescu. As we're looking at Will Neller, he's caught up to Roberto Gamba, and how long will it take for him to pass the Italian and get himself up into the points? Well, he's not doing it for now, that's certain.
Is the point system still top 8?
Yes,
Okay.
always
Good
has
to know.
been.
Yeah, but this just tells how much I follow.
I don't blame you, Yuri, so don't get mad at yourself or anything like that.
I am a
Valker-
busy man.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No worries.
Oh, Neller goes for it.
Gamba
gets
covers
blocked.
the inside, and smart defending from the former McLaren man, as Will Neller forces to stay back. There'll be no holding back, no team orders or anything like that. He will try his best to hold on to that point. As now Florian Valker tries yet again to get Anderson, and yet again fails. Can Neller make a second pass into Kurvone? And he just about might. Let's see.
Oh,
Call me Nigel Manson and take me out of the bakery because he's actually failed to get through. And look how much he's slowed down. It's brought Mocho right back into the fight.
damn it! We could have named him the overtaker of the race, but not like that.
Yeah, both of these guys lost a heap of time. They're
Oh, now
so
he-
stubborn.
oh,
At least
no.
Anderson has crashed with Quag! Anderson has crashed with Quag, oh my god, and that promotes Florian Valker to podium places.
One.
How
It's
did
one.
this happen? How did this happen? Julius Anderson is out of this race.
Was it a dangerous
DNF for
rejoin?
Julius Anderson. Perhaps.
He's the tactician. Don't the tactics again. Don't go into the track, you idiot.
Dangerous rejoin. Oh my god, can your guys avoid him? Even though he lacks a rear wheel, he's still got some traction. But he's gonna,
What
he's
an
gonna go
idiot!
out now.
You don't go across the track like that.
And this has promoted Valker to third and Ionescu to fourth. And Tomaselli to
Replays,
fifth.
please.
Meantime. Yeah. Quag is finally pulling over. He's beached the car and his race is over.
Tip, if you do the replay while the car is still moving, it will not cause the issue. This is another save time.
Alright, time to find out what happened.
Okay, let's see. Oh, they are white for... Oh no,
Anderson made a mistake.
it's
Anderson
a dangerous rejoin. Oh
Yeah,
no,
really
that's
dangerous.
that's idiotic. You
I'm
don't
really
do
sorry,
that.
but this is 100% on Anderson. I think it's very clear. Quag had nothing he could do. He took... Yeah. Quack took all the Quack took all the evasive action he could in the world, but even that wasn't enough. Julius Anderson just wiped him out completely. See, Quack tried to avoid, but there was nothing he could do.
He's messed up his own podium and he's messed up Roman Quack as well. Like that's, I'm sorry, but that's just stupid. You don't do moves. You don't rejoin like that.
Yeah, well, he's cracked under pressure, I'm afraid, Julius Anderson.
Come on, so that's not a 50-50.
That's a very disappointing end to what had been a very solid race for him. It's more like a 100-0.
It's a complete dangerous rejoin. Yeah, when you're off the track, you avoid. You don't drive straight into the others.
Yeah, he should have just cut the second corner, but he decided to get back on track pronto, and that's what spelled the end of both his and Roman Quack's races.
Feel bad for the French driver.
Yeah. This has promoted Ionescu into 4th and Tomaselli into 5th. Now got a battle for 6th place between Roberto Gamba, Will Neller, Michael Mocho, and who is that behind? Is that David Greenwood behind Mocho down in 9th? We got a fight for the lower edges of the points, and it is Greenwood. Now Petursson can't get. So unlucky for him. Yellow flag still out for turn 2, of course, but turn 1 is where you expect overtakes. Then do you still hear my echo, guys? Because I think it might be a little bit. Alright, let me try to fix it real quick.
I actually cannot hear him echo.
Okie dokie. Yeah, it's fine now, I think. As Barosclaw still unable to find a way through on Krzysztof Beranek. Unfortunately, we no longer have a fight for the podium places, but we have one for the lower edge of the points.
Yeah, thanks for that, Anderson.
Yeah. Okay, I think I might have fixed my issues, Yeko, for now, at least, at the very least. Yeah, I hope it doesn't come back anytime soon. So yeah. Yellow flag still out there. Quag's car must take a heap of time to remove, and it's finally getting removed from the track.
And Florian Valker has shithoused his way into the podium now.
Yeah. Now then, Klaus versus Beranek will prevail in this fight of the West Slavic drivers, Poland against Czechia. It looks like Beranek stays in front yet again. Petursson trying on Prasan, but tries all he does. He gets through. I get podium. I'm going to find you and make you step on a Lego flow, I swear. Anyway, Nordberg has touched the back of Daniel Fraser, but thankfully there is no damage.
Just gave him a little bit of a tap.
Yeah.
That's completely normal in these circumstances. You might be a little
just
bit...
a tiny little nudge.
Close mic is not quiet to us, so it must be his
5 laps
settings
left
in the stream.
Oh.
As sudden computer mouse...
Where
What?
on earth did this come from? There
It's
was a 0%
raining.
chance.
What?
it doesn't rain
It's the
drops here
bug.
in-
No, calm your tits. Calm your tits. It's only the visual bug.
Or is it?
Sure, 'cause it did rain at the
I
end of
think
last
it's actually a tiny shower that has no impact on the race. It will go soon.
AK,
Yeah,
it's a visual bug.
Got 5 laps remaining in this race. Now Petursson once again trying to get past Plasan. And he keeps trying, but no avail at the moment. Icelander has to stay
Well,
back and
This guy actually looks a little bit more dark, but yeah.
not
Should be no
we-
impact. It's most likely a glitch.
Yeah, we can
we're
chill.
not doing any sort of race, so yeah. Petursson staying back. Plasan defending well. He's keeping the Icelander behind.
Flo did give Anderson a penalty.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think you couldn't hear that. I gave him a 10-place grid penalty.
Yeah, 10 places
Unfortunately,
on the
my
grid for
OBS
next race.
fucked up the settings, so you couldn't hear me.
Knew it.
It only had the sound of GP4 and Discord from Yuri and Rob, but not my sound. So
Have you fixed it now or what? Or not?
yes, I have.
Okie dokie then. We're still getting Pearson. Valker's gained 10 places. Incredible effort from the German. And it looks like he'll finish there. I don't think he'll have enough time to catch and pass Victor Bobo.
Also, I wanted to say it's quite amazing. I introduced the dangerous rejoining rule in 2018, and now it has happened twice this year.
Yeah. In
And
a
before
row.
that, it didn't happen so far. So yeah,
They want to test if you did the rule actually and not just to scare them off.
they should have known when Nordberg got the grid pen.
Yeah.
Anderson decided to test that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
the German flag doesn't
He
give
left
them privileges.
Victor Bobo comfortably in second. He's got a decent gap to Florian Valker. And looks like the top three are settled. And let's go up there in fourth. He's got Tomaselli about a second and a half behind, but I don't think he'll be a threat.
I think it's going to be a smooth sailing race from now on. The last two laps will be pretty.
Yeah, but Neller might have a shot to get past Roberto Gamba in these last 3 laps. And Johann Petursson could get past Petronas, and maybe even right now. Let's see, he's going for the inside. Petursson on the fence. Just the door. What did you expect? Yeah.
Race leader Halil Sahin. I think he has an easy ride now, unless he makes a bad mistake.
I forgot. Are we doing national anthems for DTM or are we not?
We do.
Alright, that's good. Yeah.
Don't be like one other idiot host who forgot the national anthem.
And forget the flags.
What flags?
Well, I put flags on the video.
I don't. I cannot bother to download
you
any
could get
flags.
Rahul's flag for Bahrain.
Well, I
in
sent you
GP2.
all the flags in Twitter, so if you want to, you can.
Flo, you gave Rahul the meme flag in Bahrain for qualifying in GP2, you know. And now Neller has a great try to get past Roberto Gamba. Gonna get him in towards turn 1. Gamba goes very wide! He spins
He's
it!
spun!
Yeah,
Vettel has spun. No, Gamba has spun.
and that's his points. Gone and dusted.
Absolute mess up.
Yeah.
It's the last lap. You don't need to make these mistakes like that.
Neller forced the error. Gamba fell under pressure.
Camera was. The replays are weird.
Yeah. And unfortunately for Roberto
It
Gamba.
wasn't tactical things.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for Roberto Gamba, what looked to be a very good haul of points is gonna turn into absolute zero. And this has probably David Greenwood up in points.
With the replay, I have to say my F5 key is not working properly, so for some reason it jumps all the way to the start sometimes.
Fix your F5.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
So from now on, it's going to be smooth sailing.
Yeah. I should assume so. Last lap of the race for Shahin. Bobo's actually managed to catch him a little bit. He's gained 2 seconds in the past 10 or so laps, but it's not gonna matter. Okie dokie. Petursson still stuck behind Lucky Plaza. He won't have many chances left. Let's see if he can make the most of his last opportunity towards turn 1. Here goes Johann Petursson.
Not able to make the move.
No, unfortunately not.
As I think we will now watch Shahin go to the end.
Yeah. He's driven a masterful race.
Apart from the mistake.
Yeah. Apart from the mistake, of course. Got jumped early on by Anderson. but he was able to fight back very impressively when the second stint started. Took advantage of everything that happened around him. Made only one mistake, and he beat Petronas Julius Anderson and went on to lead the race. And now to win the race, Halil Shahin wins at Misano. Incredible drive.
Good job. Good job.
Victor Bova comes through, finished second, and Florian
Oh,
Valker
yeah.
in third. After starting 10 places down, Valker is in third. Great podium for the German. Roberto is going to come home in fourth place. I think better than he expected, but it's good points for the Romanian.
He's going to be happy from that after last season.
Wilner 6th, Mocho 7th, and David Greenwood in P8. That's the points finishers. Daniel Fraser, unfortunately for him, it's only 9th, in front of Max Nordberg. Deranek 11th in front of Klaus. Naprasan 14th behind Gamba in the front of Petursson. We're in 16th. Paris 17th. When did Paris get past Fakruzane?
Fakruzane was so slow this race, so...
Yeah, I guess that's true. And someone stopped Beranek, pulls over after the flag. Oh, he's crashed! We're close!
Oh, come on, what's the point of that? You're just damaging... You're causing cost for your team by doing that.
We can confirm that Bartosz Klos is given a 0 place penalty for this incident.
Watch out for debris.
I'm going to ban him.
And that's the race over. Here are the official results. Victory for Halil Shahin, with Victor Boa coming home in second. Florian Valker comes through the pack to finish third in front of Robert Ionescu. Tano Tomaselli is in fifth, followed by Will Neller and Michael Mocho. David Greenwood rounds out the points with P8, in front of Daniel Fraser and Max Norbert. Christoph Bernek is in 11th, and second half goes to U18.
Bartosz Klos P12, Roberto Gamba bottled it P13, Agi Prosan P14, Johann Petursson P15 with Juan Ming and Guyen P16, Will Parrish managed to get P17 ahead of the slow Rifki Fakruzane today, and also Adam Wolf. I don't remember how he was that slow, but yeah, the DNFs, Rohan Guak, who didn't deserve to DNF, Julius Anderson, who caused an incident, and I will forever be angry for him, and Oliver Glazebrook got taken out in lap 1.
Yeah, that's about right. And what did you think of this race here? As Will Parrish got the fastest lap meanwhile.
It was actually pretty good, especially from host perspective, because there was not really much issues.
And did you enjoy commentating with me?
Of course. I hope the chat has been entertained by my presence here.
Well, it's their decision, not ours. So let us know, guys, in the chat. What did you think of Yuri's presence and my presence for today's commentary? And you can talk about that all you want while listen to the national anthem of the winner. So, in honor of Halil Shahin, it's time for the Turkish national anthem.
Okay, I started it.
Right. Well, you two, I want to ask you for your driver of the day. Before anything, Flo, you're not allowed to pick yourself, but I'm going to pick you because your drive was spectacular.
My driver of the day goes to Rifki Fakursane.
For what?
Nah, it's actually Florian Valker.
And Flo, who is your choice? Please don't pick yourself.
This is getting tough. I have to pick Halil Shaheen because, to be honest, he managed to win from pole, which is not an usual thing actually in DTM, and he absolutely stayed on track almost the whole time. So I think it's deserved that we give him driver of the day.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're outvoted, Flo.
Oh no!
Or maybe fortunately for you. Depends on your perspective. But yeah. Anyway, this has been us with the DTM weekend. It's been a very enjoyable race here at Misano. Maybe not as hectic as last season, but still hectic enough, I'd say. And yeah, until then, until next time, I have not been the almighty god of the OC.
But I have,
Yes, yes indeed. Well
and
said,
still
Yuri.
am.
Forever. And yeah. Well, you know who we've been. We know who you've been. You've been yourself, of course. And we'll see you again next time. See you guys later, and take care of yourselves. Bye.
Yeah.